Hi, and welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, I'm Ashley and I make travel and lifestyle videos with my husband Dustin, and today we're in Skagway, Alaska. So we headed off the cruise ship into town to get some coffee. However, there was a train crossing at that time and we couldn't get past. This was the road right here in front of you, and while waiting for the train to fully pass, we did make some new friends. We proceed to hang out with them for the rest of the cruise, so that was really nice. We went to Glacier Coffee House with our friends and we all sat together and got to know each other, which was really fun. This coffee was pretty good, and we walked back and got in line for the train. We opted to do the White Pass excursion on the train because it was about half the price of the other train. Granted, I'm sure the other one was well worth the cost because you got lunch and you got to get off in Canada and hang out for a while. But for us, we just felt like staying within our budget was more important. And here you're going to see how the train is going to connect the engine to the train cars that we are in, which was super cool. And then we'll be off. I believe there's only one train or one railroad company in Skagway, and it's the White Pass and Yukon Passage Railway. And so it is right outside of the cruise port terminal, so you don't have to like get yourself to a train station that's like far away or anything like that. You just exit the ship and then it's pretty much right there. So on board the train ride, they give you history of the area and places that you're passing over the intercom system. There's also a small little area at the front of the train car where you can go out and look and see it open air, but only a few people can stand out there at a time, so everyone needs to take turns so that everyone can get a chance to stand out there. And it was really beautiful to see all the different sceneries. We do go through various elevations, so you'll start to see the green fade away into more coldness and then snow. That's really nice. And it was also interesting to learn about the people who built the railway and everyone's journey towards finding gold, I believe is what they were doing up here. The White Pass Summit excursion is 2.5 to 2.75 hours long, and it's 40 miles. And they also have some people come around selling their special train merch that apparently you can only get on board the train. We didn't purchase any of that, and then we didn't go to the gift shop either. Just experiencing the train was enough for us, but if you're interested in those things, they have both. And with that, I'm just gonna leave you with the train ride, and I will be back after. guys, you will never guess where I am. It's a train. We're on a train. We're in the White Pass in Alaska, in Skagway, and it is gorgeous out here. I've been mostly staying inside because it's toasty out inside the cabin, but yeah, it's great. After the train ride, we went back into town and we checked out this place for lunch called Bombay Curry. This is like a market where you can pick up some food items from their back kitchen, and it was pretty good. Like, the bread was definitely delicious, and then the curry was a good flavor, and then they also give you rice with it. The portions, in my opinion, are a little bit small for how much you're charged, but I think in general Alaska is a bit more expensive. Dustin and I split one, and our friends each got one, and that held us over for walking around and doing some shopping in Skagway. It was a super cute town, lots of quaint little shops. As you can tell, it is raining, and then we were told we needed to check out an Alaskan doughboy while we were in Skagway, so we went and got one of those, and it was so good. Out of it?
Sure. Ooh.
After exploring and shopping a bit just in the little town that's right off the port, we headed back to the ship. I believe this might have been an earlier sail away day. I'm not sure, but the area around the port has wildlife in it, so we were trying to see things, whales and sea lions and whatnot from our balcony, which was very nice. I believe I already said that Dustin saw a whale, right? Hello, I'm checking in after our day in Skagway. We did the train, and then we had some lunch, and then we went a little shopping. I'm resting up before dinner. Dustin is on the balcony of the cruise ship, and he just saw a whale. Like, so random. He was just looking out there, and he was like, whale, whale. And so we went out there and I saw it. It's leaving the area right now, or like the little, we're like docked obviously at a port, and so I come back inside to like lay down a little bit.
The next morning.
So the next morning we woke up really early because we heard that that was the best time to see wildlife when you sail into Glacier Bay. I think we saw maybe a couple sea lions or seals. I don't know that it was worth waking up at like 6 a.m. for. And then we headed to breakfast. We did get a spot by a window so we could keep looking outside. And then pro tip, at breakfast you can order an espresso or a cappuccino, and it is included in your breakfast. If you don't want to spend extra on a fancy coffee, that is the perfect place to get it. Glacier Bay Day, which is a scenic viewing. I'll turn my body. Dustin's out on the balcony. We've decided we're watching it from the balcony just to avoid the crowds, and obviously that's why we paid all the extra money, right? So here's the balcony. We've seen sea lions or seals so far, and then the scenery change obviously from like just some calmer waters to this icy, icy water. There's chunks of ice floating in the water, and then the snowy mountains or land. When we first came in, there was no snow on the land. Yeah, we've already had breakfast and we are just set for a very calm day of just watching the glacier from our room. And maybe I'll do a haul too of all the things we bought when we were in Alaska so you can see. So our Glacier Bay viewing day was from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and they had naturalists from the park giving talks throughout the day. You could hear them from your TV screen, or you could go down to some public spaces and see them talk. I believe they were at the theater, but I'm not 100% certain because we just listened from the TV in our room, and it was so beautiful. Apparently it was very cold, but I did not spend enough time outside to really feel the coldness. Like, I wasn't sitting out there for long bouts of times. I would go out, look for a while, and then go back inside. I did not sleep much the night before, so I was just kind of taking an easy day. It is so beautiful in the Glacier Bay. So if you have the opportunity, this is one of the reasons we took this specific cruise route, is because I wanted to do the Glacier Bay viewing. That was really important to me. I wanted to see the glaciers. I wanted to see it as a national park while it was still in as pristine condition as possible. You know, with the environmental factors and the defunding of national parks, I don't know what it will look like if we should get to go again. So I'm really glad I got to see it when we did. Something else I should mention to you is these are scenic sailings, so we are not like booking it through the park. They're going very slow, as you can tell by the footage, so you can take in the beauty. And they also do turn around, so it doesn't matter what side of the boat you're on, you will get to see all of the glaciers that we pass by. So they go one way and then they'll turn the boat around and go the other way, so the people on the other side of the ship can also see it, which I think is really wonderful and thoughtful and a great way to not, like, you know, get one side of the ship overly crowded. So for this day, of course, you might want to have your binoculars with you so you can get a nicer, closer look at things. There's also wildlife that you can see. We particularly only saw either sea lions or seals, we're not sure which ones they were, and a couple birds and sea otters. We didn't see any whales or anything out here, but you know, have your binoculars handy if you care about seeing those kinds of things. Go ahead. If you get line all over me, I'm going to be upset though. Woo! Oh, whoopsies. I'll get Adele.
Yes.
It is Glacier Bay National Park Day. We're doing a scenic sailing, which means we get to sail into the obviously water part of the national park, but you can come in. But we don't get to get off. They only let a very few amount of people actually into the park, and you have to be with a ranger, I believe, just to preserve everything out there. I think only Dustin's having the champagne we won at trivia. I think only 2 or 3 ships are allowed in the park a day, like cruise ships, but anyone local is allowed to bring their small ship in, or small boat, personal boat in. So it feels like you're alone out here on the water, the ship. Here is my shopping haul portion of the video, so if you don't want that, skip ahead a few minutes. I don't know how to do timestamps, but when you are in Alaska, if you look for the shop local, owned by a local family stickers on the outsides of like the doors, the shop windows and stuff like that, it's illegal to mark your store as locally owned if it's not. So you want to do that. You also want to check tags for things that say made in Alaska. So that's a tip. Yeah, so let's get started. First, I'm wearing a shirt. This is a Tongass National Forest shirt from Woodlands Clothing Company. It's all designed by a local woman-owned artist. She's the owner of the shop, and she prints these shirts. It's so comfy. It's pre-washed, so this is the size it's gonna stay. And I got some other stuff from there, and I'll get that when we get there. Okay, let's see. So first I went to Parnassus Books and Gifts in Ketchikan, and they gave us bookmarks. That was so sweet. We got this sticker, and then I got The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson, and Savor It by Tara DeWitt. And that's a local independent bookstore. We got some stuff at the Cape Fox Village store. I believe this was the store at the Saxman Village, Native Alaskan folks. So I got this magnet. It says Saxman, Alaska, and it has the building on it and totem poles, which they create there. We got wild huckleberry sour gummies for one of the kiddos, and this is how you do Ketchikan, Alaska in their language. Sea salt caramels for one of my other kids, again from Ketchikan, Alaska. And then whale gummies that are filled in the middle, and these are for my daughter. He wanted to try some of the Alaskan snacks, so I gotta go. There's a glacier outside. Okay, I've returned. I might be a little crooked. We're just gonna go with it. This is from Trove. And they also have a website, shoptrove.com. And this is, again, a local shop. This is in No, I think it was in Juneau yesterday. I'll read it. This is in Juneau yesterday. The day before yesterday. And this is a jelly cat. My daughter wanted a jelly cat. And so we brought her back this cute guy from... I feel like he's appropriate for this vacation. He's a little... Is he a Yeti? I think he's a Yeti. He's super cute. The jelly cat pricing was wild, y'all. Like, I saw a tiny sushi that was like this big, just an inch tall maybe. It was $15, but then there was a corn that was probably like 6 or 7 inches, and it was $16, and then there was a tiny macaron for $30, but then this big monster was $32. I don't know. That's my rant. Okay, what else we have in here? Okay, we did get some miscellaneous stuff, so here goes that. The coffee shop gave us this cool postcard, Alaska coffee. We also, while we were there, we bought their sticker as well as the coffee. And then we also got a sticker from Jellyfish Donuts. That's where you can get the salmon donut. And then so from Woodlands, that shop I was telling you about earlier with the local woman owned in Ketchikan, I got this shirt from my daughter. She did ask for t-shirts. I think she's gonna love it. It's a bear wearing sunnies, and the sunglasses are metallic, so that's super cute. Let's see. And then I don't know where I bought these, sorry. Oh hey, where's my face tracking? That's wild. Hello, I'm over here. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think maybe in another bookstore in Juneau we got these I'd Rather Be Hibernating and I Love Alaska magnet. I'm not sure. If I find the receipt, I'll tell you. And then we went to a local store and got this Juneau, Alaska magnet. And then we also got, I think this was from the museum we went to, the Native Museum in Juneau. We got this dragonfly. I love dragonflies because of Unravel Pediatric Cancer. So we got this dragonfly stone. And I think it's wood. Okay. That's that. Okay. How long is this haul gonna be? I don't know. Oh! This is from San Francisco. From Pier 39. So we got a ring, and I'm not gonna really show that to you because it has my kid's name on it, but we don't really often find stuff with her name, so got it. And then again, like I said, she wanted t-shirts, so we got this cute little San Francisco t-shirt for her. Okay, we're nearing the end, I think. This bag and one more bag. So we went to a store yesterday. Let me see if I can find the name of it. I don't see, whatever. Okay, so we got this totem for one of our kids. Isn't that beautiful? It's a turtle. And then for another kiddo, My middle guy. He loves a funny t-shirt, and this says, Bigfoot doesn't believe in you either. Skagway, Alaska. And I think I'll get a chuckle for that one. We got this magnet with a train on it. Cute. And then we got from the Doughboy place, I got this wild huckleberry sucker. And then for our neighbors, we got these Alaska wild huckleberry gummy bears, and they're from Skagway. Last bag. This is going to be my Mother's Day present from Destin. It's an Alaska sweatshirt. I actually got another sweatshirt, but I must have put it away already. It says Alaska, the Midnight Sun, and I got a Skagway t-shirt, but I put that in with my clothes, so I have more t-shirts to wear. All right. Hope you support local when you're in Alaska, and I hope you enjoy the haul. I'll try and make it choppier. So, see you in a bit. Was that the Grand Pacific one, or the
Marjorie? The Grand Pacific is not really visible from shore anymore.
It's receded?
Yeah, it's receded all the way up. And,
wow.
Isosonic rebound.
That is a big glacier.
Huh?
I said it's a big glacier.
Yep.
Thank you for watching our adventure. Be sure to check out all of the videos in our Alaska series and subscribe for more. Please like and subscribe here if you haven't. We're on the road to 1,000 followers, hopefully by the end of this year. What else? Oh, if you would like to follow along with my social media, I'll have it listed down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.